In a society that often rewards perfection, polish, and performance, a new breed of strength is breaking through the surface. It isn't defined by magazine covers, Hollywood aesthetics, or curated gym selfies. This strength is raw. It's real. And it doesn't ask for permission. This is the story of the Unmasked Grit revolution, a fitness awakening led by those who have chosen authenticity over applause, resilience over recognition, and purpose over pretense. These are men and women with fire in their eyes, calluses on their hands, and stories etched into every muscle fiber. They're not here to impress. They're here to express. Scroll through social media and you'll find the same sculpted poses, edited abs, and influencer-approved workouts. But somewhere beyond the filters and flexing, the tide is turning. A generation of lifters is rising from the underground, gritty, unfiltered, and unapologetically real. These individuals train not for likes, but for life. They sweat in garages, lift in rust-covered basements, and run with the wind at their backs. They're not chasing clout. They're chasing clarity. Their bodies aren't airbrushed. They're battle-tested. Stretch marks, scars, tattoos, these aren't flaws. They're proof. Proof that the journey was earned. That the pain was endured. That transformation is more than just visual. The Unmasked Grit movement is about more than physical change. It's about the mindset that molds the muscle. The discipline that turns chaos into structure. The self-belief that turns setbacks into fuel. True strength isn't flexed in the mirror. It's found when no one's watching. In the extra reps when your arms are shaking. In the early morning runs before the world wakes. In the silence of the grind. This movement challenges a fundamental question. Who are you when the lights are off and the noise dies down? When there's no one to impress and only your will remains? The mirror can reflect the outer frame. But the inner fire? That's only forged through struggle. This is a movement of misfits, rebels, and truth seekers. They're the ones who lift heavy not just for power, but for peace. The ones who look inward, not outward, to define their progress. They are scarred, but not broken. Bruised, but not beaten. They don't wear masks to hide their pain, they wear it like armor. Beards, tattoos, raw physiques, each a badge of honor in a world that prefers clean lines and conformity. They train to reconnect with something primal. Something lost in the scroll of digital distraction. To them, strength is not a trend. It's a lifestyle. A ritual. A rebellion. Authenticity isn't a buzzword here. It's a daily decision. To show up real. To be imperfect. To push anyway. In this space, there are no shortcuts. No fake supplements. No gimmicks. Just cold iron, heavy reps, and brutal honesty. You won't find the perfect body. Here, you'll find the earned body. One that was built over years, not weeks. Through seasons of doubt. Storms of pain, and moments where quitting seemed easier than breathing. But they kept going. Because under every rep is a reason. A father trying to be strong for his kids. A woman reclaiming her power. A fighter rising from trauma. A soul turning darkness into drive. The Unmasked Grit aesthetic is unlike anything traditional fitness has seen. It's not about symmetry or six-packs. It's about presence. A quiet, grounded confidence that doesn't scream, it resonates. This is the power of the self-made. The tattooed. The scarred. The forged. Every beard grown, every mile run, every plate lifted is a declaration. I am not here to fit in. I am here to stand firm. This aesthetic embraces the wild. The weathered. The worn. Because it understands that beauty isn't in polish. It's in power. Raw, reckless, resilient power. Many who walk this path didn't start with strength. They started with struggle. Addiction. Depression. Trauma. Loneliness. These were their starting blocks. But instead of sinking, they rose. Not through shortcuts or pity, but through discipline. Through picking up the iron when life felt heavy. They transformed their pain into power. Their grief into grit. And their wounds into weapons. Fitness became their therapy. Their sanctuary. a place where the past was repurposed into progress. This movement isn't about fleeting trends. It's about timeless values. Grit over glamour. Truth over trends. Consistency over clout. The legacy of the unmasked grit revolution is still being written. In sweat-stained shirts. In hands calloused from work. In backs that don't bend. They are leaving behind more than muscle. They are leaving behind a message. You don't need permission to be powerful. You just need to show up unmasked. If you're tired of the filters, the facades, and the fake flexing, you're not alone. If you believe strength is built, not bought, earned, not edited, you belong here. This is your invitation. To train like it matters. To live like it means something. To wear your truth with pride. Beard or not, inked or clean, shredded or starting out, you are welcome here. Because the unmasked grit revolution isn't about what you look like. It's about who you become. So step into the arena.